As he kind of just looks at the syrup. He's like, so many different things to do. So you go back to visit Samson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Samson, what you doing? You still knocked out?
I'd imagine so. It's been half an hour.
Fair enough. So you come back to your temporary abode.
Samson has the greatest liver in all of the land.
Oh, Samson just back, sitting there drinking again.
Hey everyone, weird house this is.
Alright, so you come back and Samson has not moved an inch, still completely covered by the bedroll. Celeste is looking through her giant book of 3 decades of research. And Prince sitting there sharpening and maintaining his swords. You know, oiling them, yada yada, the stuff.
What is going on with the colors in this?
The colors in what?
What trailer park did you get this gift from?
I got it from Tinder. That's what's weird about it. I don't know what went wrong.
Somebody deep fried it.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
no, it's not even deep fried. It's like,
Oh my!
It's lightly pan fried.
yeah,
It's caramelized!
yeah, that's exactly what this is.
I think my favorite part is the ribbon on her shirt that literally just goes red, blue, green, red, blue. It's like playing Simon Says.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, beep, beep.
Anyway.
Do, 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 do.
Nim cleans up the mess that Samson made.
What mess?
He threw up.
No, he didn't. He survived that check. Samson didn't
That's
lose any of his stomach. There was
I
a
think
fate die
you wrote-
rolled for it. No, that was a joke.
Oh, because I wrote that down, so.
Well, you wrote down wrong. Your ears heard the wrong thing.
Okay, that's fixed. Anyway, Nim will also clean up the dust, because that I did hear.
Yes, you successfully make it cleaner. Celeste thanks you.
And then Nim is gonna poke Samson's face. Hey, Samson. Are you conscious?
Hyala will just chime in. I think you should leave him alone. It's probably better he's not conscious.
Does Nim, like, poke any particular part of his face?
Oh man. Now I'm worried.
Like his cheek. What's he gonna do? Poke his eye?
Well, I didn't know if you went to go, like, poke his scar or something.
Stick
No,
stick her
that?
fucking finger up his nose like, Samson, you awake?
There?
Just gives him a whole fucking
You see, Nim
lobotomy.
has actually power surged herself to have 29 strength and lifts Samson by the nose with 2 of her fingers.
Lovely.
Samson! Oh god, she just sticks her fingers in his nose and just lifts him by his nostrils.
That is what I said,
You
yeah.
awake? Starts trying to like yo-yo him.
Anyway, that mental image aside, Nim will go, okay. And then I assume we just wait for an hour.
So while you sit around doing nothing, Prin asks how long you're all gonna be stuck here.
Until we're ready to leave, I suppose.
Nim hands him a sugar ball.
What is this?
Eat it.
He doesn't look like he wants to.
They're tasty.
He looks up at Hyala for, like, confirmation.
She gives him none.
It's funny because
Nim
Nim...
staring at him.
I don't think Nim actually... No, Nim did not actually eat a sugar bomb. She was just like, what's this most sugary thing in here? And he the candy man points at that, and she just takes
4 pounds of it. So Nim is watching intently.
Prin, not wanting to be mean to Nim, takes it and puts it in his mouth. And then proceeds to stifle a look of baby.
What?
He like almost has an expression of pure childlike joy, but quickly tries to stifle it. And
Another person in the sugar cult. Hey, phone, don't do that. My phone is going down in percents while plugged in. Hold on.
And he attempts to hide it, but his tail is just wagging. Just back and forth fanning. Like a very, very happy puppy.
Oh dear, it looks like you two will have to fight over them.
Absolutely not. I'm willing to share.
Prin totally doesn't notice his tail's wagging. He's like, no, I'm good. I don't need any. They're not really my thing.
Yeah, can tell.
He kind of looks at you like he doesn't know what you mean. Mainly because he doesn't. He rolled bad on fate.
Nim eats a sugar bomb.
It is somehow even more sweet than the crystal you had before, but this one has all the fruit flavors. Not like fruit punch, just like kind of like that juicy fruit vibe.
Juicy fruit? I hate that stuff.
Well, you hate that stuff. That doesn't mean Nim hates that stuff. So that's a
Yeah, no,
determination.
Nim likes everything that's sweet.
Wait, what kind of vibe?
Juicy fruit vibe.
Ah, so like jackfruit.
Yeah, but also cloyingly sweet. Whereas the
so like sweetened jackfruit.
Yeah. Whereas the crystal was balanced sugar, it's pure intent to just be like shoveled sugar.
It's funny because that could just be like whiskey byproduct and a shitload of sugar, and most people wouldn't be able to taste the difference.
Yeah. So you just wait out the rest of the hour?
Yeah.
Alright. The hour will pass by, and I'm guessing you go back to the candy store?
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Nim will go, Mr. Candyman, we're back.
Ah, right on time, my sugary delights. I just finished. As he goes in the back, as he comes out of the back, rather, with the packaged goods. I have made sure to separate them with wax paper in case the humidity ever increases. Did you know that changes in humidity could increase the moisture of the candy? Yes, wax paper is preferred. As he hands you a glass box that you can see the individual, pretty pale, slightly tan pieces of. I don't. You've ruined the word for me, Eddie. But despite how much it makes me cringe. I'll say it anyway. The pieces of nut leather.
I don't know how I ruined this for you. I just brought it to life.
Yes, and you put that image in my head, and now it will never leave.
That's your fault for poor wording.
Well,
I only reveal the truth. I do not dictate what you do with it.
well, you know what? I'm going to imagine that it'll be funny to someone. So you have a glass container of nut leather.
Who's gonna carry that? That sounds heavy. How heavy is it?
I don't know, like, it's not very big. Like, you can hold it in one hand. It's kind of just, I don't know, like a bento box, like a shallow bento box of.
Woohoo.
Okay.
Yeah, I can.
Trying to think of a better way to describe.
Look, he said glass box, and I was like, that sounds like it could be heavy, and Nim doesn't touch anything that she can't carry.
Well, Hyala was gonna take it.
Oh, that's fine. If Hyala made the motion to grab it first, Nim wouldn't have touched it.
Yeah.
Yes.
She ordered it, so.
It has been
You know,
placed.
it's
You place this in glass because you don't want it leaching any syrups or other types of fluids into wood, though the content of moisture is low. But glass allows for an airtight seal. This is good. This is good. As he hands Hyala the box. I'm assuming you picked up the other candies earlier since you were giving Prin a sugar bomb.
Yeah. There was no need to wait on those.
Yes. And he'll actually pull out a small cloth satchel, and he'll hand it to Hyala. I whipped up another prototype batch. I believe you might find these even more palatable, my sweet.
Thank you.
It is
So
my pleasure to bring sugar to the world. As he kind of gives a very wiry smile that, you know, you can see means good intent, but it's very wiry. It's like the Grinch smiling when he came up with his idea to steal Christmas.
Oh, I love that stuff.
Yeah, Hyala nods her head and says thank you.
You are welcome. Goodbye, my dears. I have more
Farewell.
candy to make syrup soda. As he starts waddling off, or shuffling off to the back.
Yeah, Hyala's on her way out the door.
Nim follows and waves goodbye.
So there goes Candyman. What else do you want to do? Roastbeard's still hanging around places if you want to go try and find him. Do something. Otherwise, I'm assuming you're gonna spend the night in the port.
Well, I mean, we can't do anything until Samson's awake.
That is true. You could kick him away.
I mean, we can go get drunk as well. That's always an option.
That's true. The one person who's like tries to stop Nim from drinking is now also passed out.
But here's the other question.
Yeah.
Hyala has never.
Hyala would be the type. Hyala would definitely be the type to be like, yeah, you know what, just go absolutely nuts, assuming that, like, if it's a bad enough experience, it won't happen again.
And that's where you overestimate Nim.
Yeah.
So Nim,
But also,
like,
Hyala has
back
not.
to the bar.
Hyala has not drinking anything in front of the party yet. There was only that sneaky sip.
And only Samson knows about that.
Yeah.
Samson is the only one who knows of any time Hyala has ever drank or gotten high.
I thought Hyala's had something with the party before. I'm almost certain she's had like
Did
a
you-
casual drink.
Was it when we were in the village and we met Rooney?
I don't remember.
Because that's like the only other time.
Yeah, but I think also while you were drinking with the pirates, I feel like she had something, but I don't remember
It just
exactly.
went unnoticed.
I guess.
Like last session? I don't know. 2 weeks is too far for me to remember.
Yeah, I only remember the sneaky drink because it was like a whole set piece. It is possible that she's just been sipping under everybody's radar, including my own.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I
be
don't
like
think
that.
anyone's seen. They definitely haven't heard her order, because I'm pretty sure the times she would have gotten it, she was the one ordering, like at the bar while everyone was sitting. So.
Nim asked Yala if she wants to go back to the bar and drink with her.
Hyala just kind of looks at her and goes, "Would Samson approve?"
Samson doesn't approve of a lot of things, but who knows?
Yeah, Samson's got these damn morals that get in the way.
I feel like out of the whole party, Samson disapproves of the least things in general.
Are you sure?
Frin definitely disapproves of the most things. I feel like
Oh,
Celeste also
okay.
disapproves of a lot of things.
Hyala disapproves of also a lot of things, such
Yeah.
as the presence of death.
Yes.
And
Yeah, she's
Nim...
still pissed about that, by the way.
Yeah, you'll get over it.
No.
You'll get over it.
And then Nim will say, I'm cool with whatever the party does, and then complain about, like, everything, because she's a spoiled brat. But also not spoiled.
Nim's complained about like 2 things. What do you mean?
Yeah, spoiled brat.
Exactly. You complain about them all the time.
I mean, how dare you complain about nobody loving you? Jesus.
How dare you complain about nobody giving you alcohol?
How dare you complain? Don't you know silent children are good children?
Oh god! Thank god none of this is canon to the character. He would have just killed Nim on
Hi,
the spot.
Nim's dad.
To
I
be
mean,
fair,
he will be eventually.
To be fair, should the time ever come, I will in fact have to play Nim's father, so I might as well start getting a character.
Yay.
Yeah.
Oh god, this thing's back. Oh, I couldn't have died.
Alright. But yeah, Hyala will say, I suppose if you want to go socialize.
Yeah, that's what she's there for.
I cut out. I came back in. I suppose if you want to go socialize.
Yeah, that's
That was
basically
Hyala's
what
answer.
she said.
Oh, okay. I was gone for like 30 seconds. I thought more was said. Alright. So Nim's like, okay, and then she makes her way back to the bar.
And Hyala follows her personal air conditioning unit.
Yeah.
You walk up to the bar and open the what are they called? Like the old timey tavern doors. They go bop 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 bop.
The tavern
Yeah,
doors?
Are they just called tavern doors?
Yeah.
Fair enough. So they walk back in.
People don't specialize a door.
And instantly, right across from the door is Rosebeard sitting at the bar, back to the counter, and he just looks over and he's like, "Hi, ready for round 2! To round 2!" And the whole tavern just like,
What fucking lightweights, am I right?
Yeah.
do you ask that in character?
It was for me. I don't know what Nim said was.
Oh, yeah. No, Nim wouldn't say that in character.
No, so not in character, got it. Anyway, so the whole tavern erupts with, cheers and hears. As Rosebeard tilts back yet another tankard.
Nim walks up to the counter and asks for alcohol. I forgot what types they had. She gets a red wine. That's what she gets, a red wine.
The bartender kind of like cocks an eyebrow, shrugs his shoulders, and he gets a bottle. Just sabers the top off of it, does a quick dusting around the rim, checks it, just hands it to you.
Fuck it, Nim drinks the bottle.
Kiela's just like, well, that's surprising.
Nim goes, yeah, it is. She drank.
No, I mean what you ordered.
What
Then
did you think I did?
She'll gesture to the bartender and ask for some like fruity cocktail.
I'm gonna have to be more specific, dude. We
Oh no,
got
she would say like appletini or something. I just don't know the name of very fruity. Like
fair
off the top
enough.
of my head.
So the bartender nods and he takes out a plethora of different fruits that you've never seen before. And you assume that they're probably native. And he just takes them and cuts off the leaves, stems, any inedible peels. And you just see him dump them into a large mortar and pestle, and he mashes them up. And while he's working on that, I guess you can turn your attention to whatever else you want to here.
Look out across the room. Is it just a bunch of drunk guys?
There's drunk girls too, kids running around. It's a little bit more similar to the village. The only major difference is there's a bunch of pirates sitting around having a grand old time. Some of them horsing around. Every once in a while a table topples over, but they quickly right it again. Go back to horsing around. It's kind of wild, but you do notice that people are trying to not completely trash the place. They don't have the resources to completely destroy everything. They don't have that kind of privilege.
For them?
Yay, good for poverty. Wow! Wow! Yeah, I love poverty! Fuck yeah, woo!
Yeah, she's just watching for the most part.
And while you watch, the bartender will come up behind you after a couple of minutes, and he'll put a stone mug next to you and just be like, "You want a straw with that?"
No, thank you.
Very well.
And so she'll lift it up, smell it to see if she thinks it's suitable for Nim.
You smell a fruity bouquet with the light hint of alcohols.
Cool. She'll push it towards Nim and be like, taste that.
Nim will put down. How big a bottle does this guy handle? I know he did handle like a 40 ounce. I just want to know the size of the bottle.
It's like your standard 750 ml.
Yeah. A vivid drinker I am knows what that's like. Off the top of my head.
You know what a standard wine bottle size is?
No.
Have you seen a wine bottle in your life?
It's about a foot long.
Okay, yeah. So Nim's like a third of the way done.
Jeez.
She has no idea how to pace
She
this.
drinks like a Karen.
And this specific wine is very deep. It's more like alcoholic fruit smoothie than.
Oh, we should have asked for a sangria.
Yeah, it's not anywhere near what would qualify as a normal wine. It's cloudy. It's probably more like a thick sangria than.
Yeah, so Nim's gonna taste it. And it's like fruity, right?
Yeah, that thing's just like fruit punch given ethanol.
Yeah, so Nim's like, this is tasty.
I figured if you liked sweet, wine would be a bad choice.
Nim goes, I actually don't know a lot about alcohol.
Noted. Should Yella just like start explaining alcohol to Nim?
Hey, it's your scene. Go do as you do.
Yeah, she just kind of like starts going on a ramble about the different types and which ones taste bitter versus not bitter, and how you can mix it with other stuff.
Nim nods along and, like, waits until she's done to ask questions. Do you have any drinks you prefer to mix?
I don't usually mix. Straight
What do you
whiskey
drink?
is usually good.
Are you gonna drink any tonight, or is it not a whiskey kind of day?
Perhaps later.
How later is later?
I wanted her to say once the other adult in the group is awake.
Hey.
But fun fact, Nim's the only child.
Yeah, the others don't count. But, yeah, she'll just indicate that maybe later, closer to when Samson might be getting up.
Nim nods.
I'm sure
Do you
once
pref-
Samson gets out of his blackout, he'll want to go drinking some more.
What is the matter with you?
We drink and drink and drink and then go drinking once again.
Well, that was the implication of, like, oh, I'll wait until the other adult's awake. Yeah, because he'll totally want to go drinking right after that.
We throw up, blackout, wake up, and then go drinking once again.
So Nim will go, do you prefer cold drinks or room temperature drinks?
Well, room temperature where I'm from is probably what you would consider cold.
That's very fair.
Do you like to drink ice?
Have you ever had hot chocolate?
What's the
Hot
chocolate?
chocolate?
Yeah, it's a drink that you drink on cold days. If you ever find yourself with a chill in your bones.
I usually just put on more layers.
That also works.
Now she's just trying to figure out how one makes chocolate hot.
What is heat?
She knows what heat is, but she's assuming hot chocolate is just like you take chocolate and melt it into a cup.
I mean, that's what some people do.
Well, yeah, but like not with any water or anything else there. Like
So
literally
Nim will-
just melted chocolate.
So
which
Nim
would
will
be
take a
so
second.
hot.
Nim will take a second to figure out how to explain hot chocolate. And now I need to take a second to figure out what constitutes Nim's hot chocolate, because it's definitely not the store-bought generic brand.
Nim's hot chocolate is like chocolate slaved over by the dwarves of another country to be peak perfection, plus
And the
like
milk of a yak.
yeah, the
Man.
milk of like some sacrificial cow
You know, all jokes aside, I
grown
think
at the peaks of Yalla's country.
No,
I
all jokes aside, I think I know what Nim would consider to be hot chocolate.
hit me with it. We'll see if it fits.
Literally, cocoa powder mixed with sweetened condensed milk.
And warm.
Gosh.
Yeah, literally! Tell me that wouldn't be what Nim would drink. It's just hot, sweetened condensed milk with cocoa powder. The sugar from the sweetened condensed milk will turn the cocoa powder into chocolate.
Why even do powder when you could just do melted chocolate and hot
Oh my
sweet
God.
condensed milk?
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Just milk chocolate, not even milk chocolate. She probably just throws cocoa butter into sweetened condensed milk and mixes it
Oh
up.
God!
Yes! That is
Oh
probably...
No,
God.
that's one really
Cocoa?
gross.
Oh man, white hot chocolate milk. Hot white chocolate milk.
Yeah, white
Chocolate.
hot... You gotta
Hot
remember...
chocolate white.
You gotta remember... Nim's
Hot white
privilege.
chocolate white.
Okay, Rebel.
Nim's
Butter.
privilege, so what would be better than white hot chocolate?
So Nim would go, there's a couple ways you can make hot chocolate. You can take some cocoa powder and add some warm milk, or I personally prefer chocolate, melted chocolate with condensed milk.
Cocoa powder is rather challenging to obtain in the mountains.
I could send you some sometime if you want to try some.
Yeah, just give me your P.O. box in your village, your tribal village. Who do I send it to? Where's the postman?
That's exactly what I was thinking. She was just like, send it? By, like, carrier pigeon?
Not by
Let's
magic
be real,
teleport.
in Katma it's probably gonna be like a carrier lion. Carrier spider!
Oh, I want a carrier spider.
A carrier jumping spider.
Heck yeah.
It does a little dance. Do you know that there is a tiny spider called a sparkle muffin?
Aww.
That's a disarming name.
I think it's a type of jumping spider, but it's a really it has a really colorful, like, neon abdomen, and it kind of puts it up, it kind of pins it up behind its head, and it raises its arms and does a little funny dance. It's a mating dance, but it'll do it at you. Jumping spider's fucking cool, man.
Yeah, that's a thing now. Her clan just uses spiders as male carriers.
But they're big jumping spiders. They're like the size
Well,
of
obviously.
dogs.
And fuzzy, so that they can not freeze to death.
They use sparkle muffins, and when it comes up to you, it starts doing the hand dance to be like, I got mail! I got mail! Check the pouch! I got mail!
You just got a letter.
You just got a letter! You just got a letter! Let's see who it's from! I can't believe I remember the lyrics to that! Oh my god!
It's like 2 lyrics, man.
Yeah.
Blue's Clues was my shit, though! I
Yeah, it was great.
loved it! It was amazing!
These are now singing spiders.
Yeah, so Nim goes, we can figure out how to get the package there sometime later. We've got plenty of time to discuss specifics.
Samson, roll me a Constitution saving throw while they're doing this.
Oh, me?
Yes, you
Yeah.
are Samson.
Ah, yes. Sorry, I've zoned out a bit.
You're enjoying the story and forgot you had an active role in it.
It's true.
Hey, that's fine.
I've been a spectator for so long.
You've been a spectator for like a little over an hour.
Technically 2 weeks.
Technically 2 weeks and 2 hours. Constitution?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Bonk. At advantage.
So, you start to open your eyes, but it feels like somebody's curb stomping your head. And
I
the
see
very
Prince's foot on my head.
the very dim light of the cabin, to you, is like somebody flashbanging you.
Hat overhead.
Problem solved.
Wait, no, that has holes in it. Bedroll overhead.
Yeah, you're already completely covered in bedroll.
So you continue to stay Slapo?
Yeah.
Very well.
Well, not stay asleep, but just be like down.
Down and out.
Yeah.
We'll come back to you and see if you can manage to improve your condition.
I was really tempted to use my my inspiration, but then I remembered I only have one.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did take one away. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you're honest.
Nim has drink her cocktail in the time it takes to flashback to Samson and goes back to drinking her
I thought you were
bottle.
about to say to flashbang Samson.
Yeah. That too.
Nim just tosses it through the window and goes back to the bar.
Just tosses it out the window and it just, like, boomerangs all the way to the cabin. So anyway, you're sucking down your bottle?
Yeah.
What's Yala doing?
Hanging out, just people watching, see if anything interesting is happening.
Fair enough.
Is anything interesting happening?
We're about to find out.
Oh.
The
Whoa.
tavern explode.
You see that Rosebeard and Johnny have now decided to square up in the center of the tavern. Big smiles on their face, and they just come together and they're trying to like bull push each other across the bar. And there's just a bunch of crewmates around that are just going, yeah, ha, 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 woo, yeah, ha, ha, get him, Captain! Yeah, go this Johnny! Kick his ass!
That's a different come
in
together.
case it wasn't completely clear, they have at least draped their shirts around their waists. They're just trying to like Zanzibarian sumo wrestle each other in the tavern.
I'm just imagining that scene from SpongeBob with Patrick and SpongeBob at like the Fry Cook Games, wrestling with their shirts off.
Except the difference is both have like big shit-eating grins on each other. Their eyes are just locked. It's like, "Ugh." So yeah, your front row seats to a mud wrestling match sans the mud.
Interesting. Who do you think will win?
My guess is on Rosebeard. He's got a better stance.
He's lower to the ground. His sense of
His center of mass.
yeah, his center of mass is closer to the ground. He can do this.
Let's see, how can I make this funnier?
Cast grease on the floor.
I do not have
That will
grease,
turn
but I
it
was
into
thinking.
a much different type of wrestling match.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Fucking greased pig wrestling. I'm sorry, but I'd rather not imagine either one of these characters all greased up on a Thursday afternoon.
So,
Really?
I can cast dancing lights and just make them dance around the thing. That's pretty
Yeah.
much
Disco
it's not really
ball.
exciting. I can cast lightning bolt on the
So Fiala, cast grease, and then I will cast firebolt.
I don't have
And then-
firebolt, it's just a fireball.
We blew up Zanzibar.
The town, the people, or the men?
Yes.
Nice.
But yeah, Hella will order a whiskey beat now, I guess.
And you will receive a whiskey neat.
Cool.
So, Nim's gonna ask, Kiala, what do drinking buddies talk about?
Not what they're drinking about.
Shella just looks at her and is like, we're not buddies. Don't get it twisted.
I suppose it depends on who it is.
I'm here because I don't want to babysit the crocodile or have to deal with a knife ear.
I imagine Samson talks about guns. Prin talks about being rich. And Celeste talks about something I wouldn't understand anyways.
let us move back a sec to the previous episodes where Samson and Prin talked about none of those things while being drinking buddies.
Well, listen, you guys were working out issues. That was different.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
were working on, the engagement.
Yeah, this is the honeymoon.
Yeah.
Well,
We've come full circle.
Yeah.
Romance.
I had a horrible thought.
Nice.
Do you want me to share?
No.
Are you
It's
sure?
horrible.
Are you sure?
Well, you said it was horrible.
Well, it's like soul-wrenchingly horrible. Not like, oh my god, depravity.
Especially not after that. So, Nim will nod. And then go, do you have any drinking buddies?
Not particularly. We don't typically drink for pleasure.
What do you drink for?
Warmth?
But I thought alcohol only gives a false sense of warmth, and you shouldn't do that in cold places. That's how you get hypothermia.
And my cat.
I have... Actually, that might work. Because she has fur and an undercoat. Alcohol causes the capillaries to rise to the surface, which exudes more heat. The heat would be trapped in her undercoat. Her core might lose some temperature, but she might warm up her fur. That is interesting. I'm nerding. Continue with what you're doing.
Yeah, I definitely did that on purpose, knowing that fact. I'm very smart.
I believe it!
What she said.
I make an insight check. I believe it!
Wow.
Nim's not gonna be like, that's a lie. Nim's gonna be like, well, I hope they wouldn't lie to me. I guess I'll take it as true.
Yeah. How bad would it be if any of our party lied to each other?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who would
Man,
do that?
imagine someone having a secret they didn't tell anyone else in the group.
And they wouldn't want anyone to know.
Yeah, that's
Couldn't-
just terrible.
Couldn't be me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I thought it was my job. I'm the DM and all, and sometimes secrets are good. I'm a terrible person. I'm sorry.
So yeah, what
Oh,
what
fuck
does Cialis
you.
say to them? Blab.
The thing about it not being warm, or did you say something else?
No, the thing about it not being actual warmth and hypothermia and all that.
She would just say, then I suppose the feeling is enough.
Nim nods. I guess that's good enough.
Mm.
What's your favorite drink? That's not whiskey.
The blood of my enemy.
The blood of my enemy. No, she would just give kind of a confused look and be like, water?
I like juice.
Hmm.
So, Rosebeard's fight, how's that going?
Both of you pick a number between 1 and 20. And
17.
20.
Okay, 17 and 20. Who wants who to win?
I said
Didn't
Rosebeard.
care. Yeah, Nim had bets on Rosebeard, so yeah.
Rosebeard is clearly using his short stature to his advantage, and he manages to get his arms around Johnny's waist, which he then uses his advantage towards the ground to get Johnny off his feet just a little, and he quickly runs him across the makeshift arena and dumps him into an empty table.
Does he break the table?
No, Johnny just falls under the table and falls off of it, with the table falling next to him. To which the entire tavern explodes with cheers as Rosebeard lifts up his arms in victory, going,
So how long did that fight take?
How long were you talking?
I don't know. How long's it been?
I don't know. How long's it been? Eddie, how long have we been have they been talking about liquor?
No.
17 hours.
Oh my god, no.
You both have a point of exhaustion.
Man.
2, they haven't eaten. Oh yeah, that's right. Didn't you eat? Yeah, you ate fruit this morning.
Yeah. And then we didn't get lunch here, because I don't remember what time it is.
I mean, we can order food.
At this point, I'd say it's getting
Are
close
we
to
hungry?
dinner time. I don't know. That's up for your characters to decide.
Never hunger.
Nim
getting
asked for
close to-
lamb chop.
It's getting close to dinner time, I would say, and that fight took as long as however you guys were talking, which would be left to the recording.
Cool. So yeah, we order food.
Nim asked in the middle of eating, should we have gotten everyone else?
Hmm? I'm sure they can handle finding food on their own.
At that
That's
note,
a good point.
Samson, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Hodgers.
They're a capable bunch, depending on the situation.
A little bit better than before.
Your Constitution has improved slightly. Your head is no longer absolutely pounding, and you can tolerate the light in the room, but you still have a hangover.
Oh, yeah. I'm still going to just keep myself under the blanket.
Very well. So, Samson's under the blanket, and we pan over to the cabin, in which Celeste and Prin are both kind of just sitting there doing nothing, looking hungry, and kind of like looking over at Samson.
Oh no, they're gonna eat him.
Oh, jeez.
Samson, run!
He can't, he's hungover.
Run anyways.
Samson, crawl. Inchworm your way to safety.
Alright, so Samson, rolls over onto his stomach and does the worm to escape.
He goes to the only place he knows comfort, the tavern. So yeah, we pan back to Yala making that comment of they're pretty capable. As they sit there, becoming hungry, waiting for Samson to wake up.
Jeez.
Wow, sucks to suck. Anyway, this lamb chop is pretty good.
Hmm.
What does Yala order?
What was it this place had?
Food.
Okay, she orders that.
Okay, you get a nice plate of food.
Great. She eats the food.
I'm guessing you just order whatever the house special is.
Yeah, she'd just be like, I don't care. Give me whatever you have extra of today. Because that's usually what the house special is.
Eddie can confirm.
Of what now?
Is the house
The
special?
house special is just, oh, we have a lot of this.
sometimes. Other times it's just, hey, here's some cheap thing we make that most other places don't make. But this place doesn't charge for stuff like that, so...
Yeah. There's no money involved in food exchange, so...
So their house special is whatever's on the menu with a garnish.
Yeah.
So, lobster ceviche with caviar garnish.
Damn, that's goodies.
Exciting. I bet straight through the shell.
Like for real, for real?
I mean, she'd use her teeth to crack it open.
Oh, okay, like when you said straight through the shell, I pictured you like sandwich holding this crab and eating it like that. I'm like, hold up, I need clarification for several reasons.
I was mainly joking about that, but sure, lobster ceviche can exist. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, they're giant death lobsters or something.
Oh,
Zanzibar mutant lobsters.
They're just like muscular lobsters.
Nice.
So,
Nim asked, how's your food?
there you go.
It's good. She says while picking food out of her teeth.
That's good to hear. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Mm.
So, Nim will... I assume this has been at least like an hour or two at this point, right?
Yeah, you've spent like another hour getting food.
Yeah, so Nim will finish up her bottle and then say, we should head back, probably.
Agreed. Should be back before it's dark.
Nim nods.
And then they go back.
Yeah. Do we see anything on the way back?
You see people walking around, you know, the general lively fare. Nothing in particular surprising or astonishing.
Woo.
All right. Nim will open the door and be like, we're back.
Yeah,
He's awake.
that's enough to jar you up.
Could you be back a little quieter?
This is Nim
We're
I'm talking
back.
about.
So let's just like, wait, you were awake?
Yeah?
I'm
Not that
so
I really wanna
hungry.
be.
I need food. Samson, cook something. We all must be hungry right now.
You guys
You keep
could've gone
aching
to
like
the
that, you're
tavern.
gonna eat lead.
Oh.
I'm taking a day off.
There's food at the
toxic.
tavern.
And Celeste kind of looks at you like, oh yeah.
Yeah, the tavern. You guys go scoot over there.
Hey, Samson, eat this! And Nim hands him a sugar bomb.
I think that's a bad idea.
I'm going to pull out a bomb and throw it at him.
All right, roll the check.
It's no, I'm kidding.
Aww.
Bomb for bomb. You're right there.
Yeah?
Well, you know what? Okay.
We went to the candy store, and I want to see you try this.
I don't think I'll try any candy right now. Ugh.
What about tomorrow?
Maybe when I'm not feeling sick.
Well, I hope you feel better.
Me too.
I've realized I prefer cocktails over red wine.
Good for you, Nim.
I'll be right back.
I'm
You guys
half
continue this lovely.
I'm half expecting him to just like lay down, close his eyes, and then shoot back up. You wait, you what?
You think he's not already just staying on the floor, feeling sick?
Yeah. He's too dead to be like, why?
Why is my mic suddenly stuck on?
Whatever. Yeah. You have your fan on?
Yeah.
I think that's what it's picking up. Yeah, it sounds like a fan or some sort of like bench.
Yeah, whatever. It wasn't doing that earlier, but it's not that loud. I would not assume. And I'm not going to sit here and die while the AC is still broken. There we go.
I don't know if... Well, you already fixed it, so never mind.
I didn't fix it. It fixed itself.
In the future, if you go to voice and video in your Discord settings, there's a noise suppression that you can do on Discord, and it might knock some of those things out.
It will. It will also knock out my voice because that noise cancellation software is actual balls.
Really? It seems to work fine for me.
I have tried it, and multiple people in my server have tried it, and it is donkey balls. It actually fucks up multiple people's setups. It will cut out most of their words.
I know that you do have to change your input sensitivity when you put it on, because even my soundboard wouldn't be playing through it if I had it on now.
Yeah, and that's the problem, because some people have, like, noisier background noises. So that was another problem that come up. They would increase the gain so that it wouldn't cut out their voice, but then every time you talk, you would hear their background noise as if it was just bad fucking laptop mic. So it's actually on that basis, it's actually a terrible noise cancellation thing, because it's not actually filtering out the frequencies for background noise. It's basically just artificially cutting the fucking gain rate, which is crap. You could just lower or raise the gain rate and have the same effect. So I actually tell people not to turn it on because it'll just cause more problems than it does.
It works for me whenever my dad's having like a concert, so.
Well, lucky for you. Maybe it's just really bad with quieter noises.
Yeah.
But, that's usually half the reason why you have that shit. I'm surprised that the noise doesn't come through when you talk, though.
Well, yeah, that's because it filters out the noise, and I lower my sensitivity to a sweet spot where you can hear me, but none of the background.
Fair enough. I actually forgot where we were.
Samson is on the floor, and if he did not want the sugar bomb,
or any of Celeste's belly aching. While Samson is conscious and back to, like, a state of mind where he can think somewhat clearly, even if he feels a little sick, he's just going to sort of, like, pat himself to make sure he has everything on him.
What, you just think somebody's gonna steal from you?
That's what happened the last time Samson got blackout drunk. And we both know how that turned out.
Hey, fair enough.
Let me ask Samson, how often do you get this drunk?
Not much. I try to limit myself. But that's what happens when you have other people order for you.
Was it at least tasty?
The ale was.
But you drank more than ale.
Yeah. I know.
Why drink something that's not tasty?
I'm not one to throw away something that's put in front of me.
But you can just decline.
And let it go to waste?
I'm positive one of the sailors would have drank it.
Yeah.